Engine running. Liftoff. We have a liftoff.
Go!
Hello and welcome everyone to Truth, Beer, and Consequences.
Yay!
So this is the podcast where my co-host and I listen to and watch all the Cincinnati craft beer from the previous week. We get together to podcast host, and today we are...
Home?
Back.
Womp.
We are home, recording remotely.
Yes.
But
we still are not missing a week.
No, those of you who listen every week, and thank you for everyone who listens every week, and thank you for anyone who's listening for the first time. We did say that we were going to record at Higher Gravity on Monday. This is a crazy week. Set aside the fact that, you know, everyone has holiday plans and everything, but I unfortunately had some stuff come up with the family, so we couldn't record on Monday. But we love getting together and talking about the things that we talk about with Truth, Beer, and Consequences. So we were not going to miss a week. We are recording, we're recording on a Tuesday, which is totally fitting. And so we're recording on Tuesday of Christmas week, which means
Christmas Eve.
For those of us that celebrate Christmas on the regular day, the typical Christmas day, that means tomorrow is Christmas Eve. For some, means today was Christmas.
Even if you celebrate on a weird day like we do in my house, tomorrow's still Christmas Eve. That doesn't change that.
That's true.
Well, okay. All right.
And we do plenty of celebrating tomorrow also, and the next day, and the next. It's just not Christmas all week.
I'm sure you are.
Yeah.
So my name is Marco. I am in the craft beer scene here locally. I did brew beer for a while, and I managed tap rooms, but been behind bars and all that. Judging a beer competition coming up, that's pretty awesome. But anyway, so that's me, and I am joined by the conduit for everything Cincy Craft, the Gnarly Gnome.
What's up? What's cracking?
What is cracking, my friend? On Christmas week, we're all busy.
It's not cracking this year? Walnuts. I did not. I usually get a big bowl full of walnuts and put them on the middle of the island in the kitchen so I can munch on walnuts all Christmas. It's like this weird thing that I do.
Are they pre-cracked?
No. I like
okay.
full-on walnuts, and then I crack them. I don't know why I only do it around Christmas time, but I didn't do it this year, and I'm kind of thinking. So nothing is cracking.
Are you a chestnuts roasting guy? Do you roast chestnuts?
I have never roasted a chestnut. How do you roast it? Do you have to do it on an open fire?
I don't think so. I think now. I mean, there's a lot of different ways. You travel with a camp stove.
I do.
A camp stove, yeah.
So
you could roast them.
You could probably roast them right now.
You just do them one at a time. Just hold it over the little stove.
Well, I mean, I think if you have more than one, you could probably.
I don't know.
More than one.
I don't know how to roast a chestnut.
And then I am also joined by the best co-host in Podcastlandia that is shining right now in Beervent season.
I'm Julia, and it's Beervent season. There are, as of this recording, 2 days left.
Oh, it's so sad.
And then I'll be both, I don't want to say happy, but there will be a slight weight lifted off of my shoulders that, okay, I don't have to try to figure out what to write before, say, 6 p.m. every single day.
How much, you wouldn't do it if you didn't enjoy it.
Sure,
but
yeah.
How much, what's the level of anxiety on each day, or going into each day with figuring out a new subject or parody?
Some days are more anxiety riddled than others. Some days, like a rhyme or a song just pops into my head. Like I'll hear something on, they'll be listening to on my phone, on the computer, or just like a phrase will fit into some song out there. Other days I have no idea what to make of this.
So we've been doing this for 4 years, and I think for 4 years I've been asking for a Fergie parody. I mean, is it going to happen in the next 4 years?
I will in the next 4 years, yes. But yeah, the days that I just cannot figure out what works stresses me the hell out. Those are the days where I'm spending 3-4 hours trying to figure out what song, or do I just write something original, or do I redo a poem? What do I do? And I mean, eventually it all kind of works out. So.
And this is a self-inflicted anxiety.
Yes,
like I said, you wouldn't do it if you didn't love it. However, this is certainly an anxiety that is totally built on just your passion for what is.
But there's also an
I've never asked it.
expectation from other people now to see it.
I've never asked this that I remember, but how did you start doing this, or what was the catalyst to start doing it?
I think that it was something about like one of the, maybe it was before Beervent, something like that. It was one of those songs or one of those things that just popped into my head that I knew exactly what to write. I knew exactly what to say. And I'm going, this is funny and stupid. I'll go ahead and put this out. And I think that it happened like 2 or 3 days in a row. And I messaged one of the admins in the Cincy Craft Beer Club on Facebook saying, do you mind if I post one a day? Because that could get really annoying really fast. No, go for it. Do it. If people don't like it, they can just scroll past it. So I said, all right, with no full intent that I would make every single day happen. But it worked. And I don't know, I just had a lot of fun doing it. So I keep doing it.
Awesome. So we are not like those fake ass podcasts out there. We actually have beer. When we're together, we know what, to expect. But okay, so we all have a beer.
Yes.
Gnome, what are you about to pour? What you drinking?
I'm cracking open Urban Artifacts small batch. This is Sunny's Citrus Cooler. Here you guys go on the drink cam for you guys.
Nice.
Sunny's Citrus Cooler.
That sounds good.
Nice.
It is good. I've had one of them so far, and I've been staring at this one in my fridge for the last couple weeks. It's been teasing me, and I've been waiting for the perfect time to drink it, and that time is now.
Glad that we're part of that moment.
It's delicious.
Excellent. All right, Julia, what you drinking?
Today's Beervent beer from Little Fish, Spite and Malice. It is a Belgian. Is it triple or tripel? I always hear it said both ways.
I think it's actually triple.
I don't know what is actually correct. It's in a Fibonacci chalice.
It's a good beer.
Okay.
It's a big
that
old
is
beer.
Spectacular. And also, Josh said that I needed to do this. It is also Malort Advent season.
Shit. Hang on.
So,
Excellent.
Are we
hang
going to
on.
do a little schnappening kind of thing? Uh-oh.
Oh, shit. Okay, I'll be right back.
Trying to one-up me with the size of your bottle
All
there.
right. That's all I got.
What happened to the one that I gave you?
I drank it on the show that one night.
That's right. All right.
All right.
So for those of, I don't know where I'm going to cut or edit this or whatever.
I don't keep like liquor at home.
Did you already drink the little bottle?
This is what I have, and it's almost empty.
So you already drank the little bottle that I gave you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, that's fine. That's fine. In a nice
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Nice little fretboard
Merry
shot glass.
Christmas.
Good Lord.
Cheers, everyone.
guys.
All right.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
My
Oh,
lips
it's
are
so
burning.
foul.
Oh, my goodness.
so foul.
Did you have Malort? No.
Oh,
He
yeah.
did.
Yeah.
He did.
I need to grab some. I need to grab some and just hold on to it.
I mean, do you?
Just hold on to it. Don't drink it.
Yes.
Oh.
Okay, so
I like it. I
Well,
don't
in-
like it.
Marco, what are
In
you
spaces like
drinking?
this-
Oh.
Okay. So I am drinking High Grains West Coast IPA
That's a good one.
Teton or Titan, whatever.
Every beer tastes so sweet after Malort.
I'm afraid of what this beer because it's a sour beer. I'm afraid of what it's going to
that's-
taste like after that.
Oh, that's true. That's
Oh,
true.
let's see.
I'm actually worried I'm going to get a little too warm with this hat on since it's like 60 degrees
You can
outside.
also- All right, so disclaimer and what else? What else are we doing?
The thoughts and opinions on this podcast are ours and ours alone. We do not; they do not reflect any entity which we may be affiliated with, such as full-time jobs, part-time jobs, higher gravity, the unemployment
Malort.
system, Jepson's, Malort, and that's true for Julia and myself. The gnarly gnome can speak for whoever he wants to speak for.
All of my thoughts and opinions are representative of Santa Claus.
Oh,
Okay,
wow.
Yeah.
very good.
All right.
jolly old Saint Nick. Let's see. Was that pretty much the intro?
I think that's the intro. Yeah.
Okay. So, Julia, what content do we have to go over on this holiday week or the week leading into holiday week? I think we're a little lean on content, which actually helps us with being a video, a remote podcast today.
We still have 4 pieces of content.
Okay,
one of them is going to be kind of a quicker recap, and then I want to make sure that I mention, even though it'll be after Beervent when this episode comes out, check out Cincy Brewdads, the Craft Learning Podcast, and the Gnarly Gnome for their daily videos about Beervent, the beers that have been put out there by Higher Gravity. It has all been absolutely fantastic content, and everyone should be watching those even after the fact. So want to throw that out there first and foremost. As far as full recaps, we have an episode of Cincy Brewdads. It is part 4 of their Samuel Adams from the Tap series. And I believe this Thursday, their Christmas special will come out. So that should be out by the time you guys hear this. Watch it, then you can follow along with us when we recap it next week. We have an episode of Blake's Craft Beer Podcast, the 4th part of his 2025 Craft Beer Summit, the Cincinnati panel. We have the Weekly Pint. And then what I think... is my notebook really picking up? Or is that just...
No, it's fine.
Me?
It's
Okay,
fine.
It's fine. And then we have a quick recap of the Drink Beer. Well, I don't think I told either of you guys about this. The latest episode of Drink Beer, Think Beer, the 2025 Year in Beer episode, had a couple mentions of some local stuff, such as, well, not really local anymore, but the rise of garage beer as one of the big stories of 2025. They mentioned Braxton, they said it started in Ohio, which we'll claim it. We'll take ownership of Braxton. They talked about how AB was always planning for Mick Ultra to take over Bud Light, which I don't follow things close enough, so that was something that was picked up on by other people. I don't know. I didn't see it coming, but it's not what I drink anyway, so...
I think AB always has plans for everything to overtake Bud Light, and if it does, it does, and if it doesn't, it doesn't.
That's fair. That's fair. They talked about something that I must have missed, but MadTree. They said that MadTree has an initiative to try to help new drinkers feel more comfortable coming to bars. So kind of playing on the joke from Barstool, where Mike said he was going to have a class teaching people how to order at the bar and how to keep your tab open. Apparently, they said MadTree is trying to do something similar with having some of their game nights and just trying to make people feel more welcome to just come into the tap room and be introduced to that environment so that they feel more comfortable meeting up with people, since that's not really a thing that is as popular as it used to be pre-pandemic.
I've heard, and I know we're not actually into a recap right now, but I've heard that MadTree is going to be shifting a lot of the feeling of that Oakley tap room into something that feels a little more almost bar-like, almost something that a more welcoming space like that. And I wonder if that's what they're kind of getting into.
That could be. That would make a lot of sense. And then they also mentioned that energy drinks are still killing it more so than any other beverage out there. And they talked about the one beer that they're looking forward to drinking this holiday season. So it was an interesting conversation. They touched on a lot of other things, but because they did mention some local-ish stuff in there, wanted to toss that out there.
I actually started that podcast, but I didn't finish it. So I
spoiled it for you, is what you're saying.
No, it's fine. I mean, I might finish it or whatever.
Or you might not, because I just broke it all down for you.
I might not.
Yeah.
I'm going to go ahead and throw my hand up and say I only got halfway through Blake's Cincinnati panel.
All right.
And that had a lot to do with sort of the, crazy, machinations of the way that this past few days has been. But
right.
I did get through a good bit of it, and I am going to finish that one.
Do we want to go ahead and talk about that one next then?
Yeah, let's go ahead.
Okay. Gnome, did you have anything? Did you happen to catch the Drink Beer, Think Beer episode, or just
No,
any general thoughts on that whatsoever? Okay.
I haven't been listening to a lot of podcasts this week because of the chaos and because I'm not in the car going back. It's one of those weeks.
I also want to give a shout.
I feel like we need to discuss where Julia is setting her beer, because every time she picks it up or puts it down, it's like she's putting it right into my face.
I don't have a lot of room in front of me.
Every time it's like, oh.
I'll move it if it's
I need another drink.
Oh no!
That's good.
I'll set it. I'll set it. I'll just go to the side.
I want to say also shout out to Adam Makes Beer. We should mention him that he's got weekly content now. Not all of it's local, and the most recent episode that he posted is not local because it encompasses all of Ohio. He interviews Mary, who's in charge of the OCBA, Ohio Craft Beer Association, and I am about halfway through that one.
Yeah, same.
So, I just want to mention that. We can certainly talk about it next week.
Sure. Do we want to move on to Blake's Craft Beer Podcast?
Yes.
All right, episode 99, the Craft Beer Summit 2025, Part 4, the Cincinnati panel. This had Brittany Frey, Alex Reinhardt, don't know what I'm doing there, Alex Brand, Jason Brewer, Kelly Montgomery, and Keith McEely. So a hell of a panel.
Yeah, heck of a good panel.
Absolutely amazing group of people there. He asked them the question he's been asking everyone in this 2025 summit. What was your 2025 in craft beer in one word, maybe two, but I'm actually not going to keep count in any way, shape, or form.
One word, but you're going to fail.
But you're not going to be able to do that. I think that a lot of the words or full paragraphs, I guess, for some people, really all focus a lot on kind of the same thing. It is almost more experiences for the consumer are almost more important than the beer that is being sold at breweries. What food do you have? What forms of entertainment do you have? What can I do at your space besides just get a beer and another beer and another beer? And we've been seeing that for a while, so I don't feel that that's anything exclusively new to 2025. But I think that 2025 is where they're all seeing it, having to maybe be put into practice harder at all their establishments, if that makes sense.
I feel like it was always important if you wanted to have a very successful tap room. It was just that if you didn't have it, you weren't going to fail. You just wouldn't have as popular of a tap room as everybody else, but you would be fine.
Yeah.
Whereas now, you need to have that. Almost everybody. There are some places I think that can get by without it, but you need to have other stuff, or else you're not going to be able to keep your doors open. You're not going to get people sitting in the seats.
You'll get that.
I think that's nice.
You'll get the regulars that have always loved that space, but that you're not going to have as many new customers on that constant cycle,
or repeat visitors that
So Jason Brewer's on this panel, and I've not talked to Jason Brewer in years. However, I happen to know this was not told to me. I happen to be in the vicinity of this being said loud enough to where I could hear it. The Brunswick Duckpin Bowling has paid for itself in 1 year. And is killing it over at Wandering Monsters. That's just stuff you hear when you happen to be around people who are in the know.
Well, we see it too, with places like Penn's Mechanical expanding. We see it with 50 West, with them growing still in the middle of all of this, even though beer is not growing. You see these companies that are able to find a way to grow. And it's because of something like an activity, or it's because of something like food, or whatever the other things that they have are. That's the places that are growing.
Yeah,
it's not the places that it's just a warehouse with picnic tables and great beer. That's good, but it's not enough to be successful right now.
And volleyball, keg curling,
things like that. Trying to find something new that it's hey, come out here. have fun, do something with your friends, and also while you're here, drink our beer.
Do you think it's more of tying it back to the changes in the economy? People are looking for a one-stop shop for their food, their beverage, and their entertainment so that they have one bill at the end of the night instead of three different bills from three different establishments, even if the price might be similar when you add everything
I don't think
up?
so.
Okay.
I think you just need to convince people to get out and spend money. It's like it's
True,
hard
yeah.
to justify, hey, we should go out tonight and go sit in a warehouse and
I
drink beer.
totally agree.
It's like
That's
even
true,
if you're even if it's like, hey, yeah, it's beers are $2 or whatever it is. I need another reason to go do
To
it.
go,
Like
yeah.
I need you to convince me to leave my house and go and sit and spend my money that is not going as far as it used to.
Well, with that, we talked about it over and over again, but let's remind ourselves the fact that culture right now is shifting the opposite way. Like it's more like ship it to my house, get my groceries delivered. It's more convenience. You don't have to leave your house. All this stuff, like this is society leaning into this being insulated. The culture was let's go out and socialize, and going back to when America was in its prior to infancy, the Boston Tea Party, these things. I mean, so on and so forth. It's just now we're at a point where it's you don't have to leave your house. You can talk to your friend. Like exactly what we're doing right now is convenient for us at this moment, but we actually meant to meet up at a bar space, and so we're trying to fight those culture sort of shifts, and it's really tough. And yes, it's about activation. It's really about activation. What's going to get you activated to get out of your house and to get out of your house and gather, and that used to be a given. And now it's not necessarily the case.
But it wasn't always a given. Like that was a small blip on the radar, in my opinion. Like if you go back to like the early days of drinking in this country, you needed something else to get people to go to your establishment. Be it like when electric was becoming a thing. Like, hey, our bar has electric, and that was the gimmick that got people in the door. You had to have a gimmick. You had to have something to get people in your door to come and sit and hang out there. That was why, like, when Schlitz built their big beer garden and it was this beautiful space that you could come hang out with your family, everybody was like, "Oh my God, like this is brilliant! Like this gets people to come here and spend all day here instead of just an evening." There was always something, even if it was like, hey, stop into our bar. If you order a beer, you get a free hot dog with it. Like that was the gimmick. That was the thing that got people to go there. There's always have always had to have something else. There was a period of time where you didn't. It was this very, very short little blip on the radar.
Well, and
because things are growing so much.
And how many newer things, I'll just keep calling them gimmicks, are there for places to offer? Different on-prem sports type activities, such as, the sand volleyball. Not every place has that kind of land available, or the tabletop, ski, or, the skee ball, anything like that. What is that next gimmick that is going to keep pulling people in, but that also will resonate with, and I'm going to try to tie this back into part of the conversation they had, into determining what the community needs and wants, and make sure that what you're offering as that pull to get people in also fits that community. I mean, MadTree, Parks and Rec, Brittany mentioned how they were dead certain that Blue Ash would want more cocktails than beer. So that's how they opened up. And then they found out very quickly, well, no, people want more beer than cocktail. Well, that's not necessarily like a gimmick that they were doing. It was still going into the community and saying, oh, we need to change this to bring in people, to have people
Right.
keep coming back, regardless of if that's a closer mirroring of our original space or adding a playground to the outside of the tap room.
But,
Yeah,
but
I
that
don't.
space doesn't give off cocktail bar. Like it's a park space. Like can you get I don't know, a cocktail? Yeah, but
I love cocktails. I love drinking cocktails. It would never cross my mind to walk in there and be like, I'm going to drink a cocktail today. Like, it just doesn't. I don't want to do that there. And it's not that like it's because I'm in Blue Ash. It has nothing to do with Blue Ash. It has to do with the space.
Mm-hmm.
because you can walk across the street and go to a fucking bar
Yeah.
Yeah.
and get a cocktail at a full bar
Right.
Right.
at hard grab.
But I also don't think that you have to come up with something new. It certainly helps to stand out, but you just have to create a thing that like that makes people feel like they are that they're engaging with the space in a way that makes sense to them. If that makes sense, like you don't have to come up with some kind of new gimmick. You just have to have something that feels right and that keeps them in their seat while they're there.
Again, along with activation, it's the way to have somebody stay there or have a group of people stay there for the third beer. And I think it basically a lot of the data shows people that show up will have two. How do you get them to have the third and stick around? That's the big thing. So if you have an activity or if you have something happening in the space, a lot of places rely on trivia or bingo or singo or somebody playing music. That is designed to have them stay there. It's a benefit if that thing activates a lot of people to show up. Like, let's say a food truck that's super like has a super huge following. That's the difference, is that on a daily basis, or whatever cadence you have, what do you book? How does it affect the books? And are people going to show up? Those are challenges and things that breweries right now are continually thinking about, as far as is the juice worth the squeeze?
Well, here's the thing. Like, you've got places like Chili's that are absolutely killing it right now. Like, they're doing great. Not because they have some kind of fun gimmick that really keeps people in their seats longer than they were before. It's like they've figured out who they are and why people are coming there in the first place, and then they're doubling down on that. There's people want for in the case of Chili's, it's we want affordable food, great service. And we want fast service, like that's it. That's all people want. So they just double down on that. They don't put in bowling lanes. They don't bring in live music, because that's not who Chili's is. That's not why people are coming there.
There's a lot to learn from the way that Chili's has been able to come out of what almost was sort of like Ashes or Phoenix type stuff.
But I think it's important for breweries to understand that they don't have to do that exact same thing. Like, they don't have to look at somebody else and be like, well, this person's doing this and it's working, so I should do this because it's working. It's like, well, no, that person is doing it because that's what works for them. You have to look at what you need to do for you. And like, there's
same thing
still
might work for you, but but you can't go because it works for them. It will also work for me.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Like you've got to find that thing that is your thing that makes sense for you. And it might be duck pin bowling, it might be volleyball, it might be live music, it might be cheap food, it might be cheap beer, it might be a combination of all of those things. It depends.
Yeah. The other thing I would say is that, again, I want to harp on something that you have said many times, we have said many times, and this is never more true now more than ever in the holiday season. support the places you love.
Mm-hmm.
Go and buy your gift cards, go and get your growlers filled, go and, just patronize the places that you love. It's super, super important. We are about to get into what is the most rocky season for all of these craft breweries right now. January is terrible. And what's ridiculous is the movement or momentum of dry January is just a dagger to every place. And for those of us that are in the industry, for those of us that care about what's happening in the industry and don't participate in dry January, we don't know why this sort of precipitous drop-off happens, but it actually does. And this is a real thing. So get out there and support your places, not just your craft breweries and your local establishments, but also, anywhere that is independently owned that has, local offerings. Go and support them.
I am curious to see if the people that participate in dry January and also enjoy the hemp-derived THC beverages, are they going to cut back on both? Are they still going to be drinking the THC products? Will the local establishments, breweries in this case, that sell them or even make them, see as big of a drop if people are still coming in and potentially getting more THC beverages while they're there than they would a beer if that's what they were getting? At least for now, while you can still
for now.
Get the cheese off.
Well, and I think that's
a whole nother show.
We never really got good numbers and statistics about that because it hasn't kind of evened out and became what it was going to become because it was new and it was exciting, so it was super popular because of that. And then now the government hates us, so
indeed,
we never got a good picture of it yet.
It'll be interesting to see.
I feel like we tangented off of whatever.
Blake.
I mean, it all still ties back into determining what the community wants and how to make sure that they do get those repeat customers, the people that do stay for that third beer. So it was all very loosely related still. It wasn't too far off base at all. So we did all right.
Great.
Going back to the notes that I had on Blake's podcast, you're always going to have kind of the outliers, the one or two places that just are always kind of off doing their own thing, but they still are, friendly and cordial to everyone else in the industry.
Right. I can imagine that there are cracks in the armor. And look, every place, every space, every brewery is allowed to decide what way they want to fall on that. By the way, from request to request, do you have some yeast? Do you have some, do you have some malt? Do you have some crowlers and some crowler lids? Do you have, this or that? You can be friendly. A long time ago, nobody wanted to tell how they were making hazy IPAs. It was ridiculous. Now there are books about it. There are podcasts about it. There's everybody's telling you how to do it. It's dumb. It's stupid to keep that sort of proprietary stuff to yourself, because what happens is the more everybody knows, the better everybody gets.
Right.
The one space that's happening is in NA. The company that Ryan Geis has teamed up with, the company that, Deschutes has teamed up with, all that stuff, they're pretty much saying, we are the resource for understanding how that happens. Athletic is the one that is not telling you anything about their process. And what I would tell them is, that's great, but what you're not doing is you're not moving the movement forward. But what's going to happen is, as everybody else figures it out, they're going to make better product than you.
Yeah.
Because what you're not going to do is evolve and change, and you're not going to have a good sort of cross conversation with everybody else in the space, because everybody else is going to box you out because you box them out. And then what's going to happen is NA beer is going to get better, and your beer is going to be the one that is going to be yesteryear.
When we have like products that people are communicating with each other, even if they're really excited about their proprietary way of doing it or whatever, this thing they discovered, whatever, if you share it with other people, you start to get somebody else that's like, oh, that's great, we never thought about that. We started doing it that way, and we changed this. Have you thought about this? And then that gets it better. And then somebody else is like, oh, that's great, but what if we do this to it? And then it's like, oh, that none of us even thought of that. And then it starts to build on each other, and the whole thing starts to get better. Yeah. And like I almost feel like it's like, and this is just my own feeling about it, like it's like these people that come into this industry, and the industry being craft beer, and start to run it like the different industry. And it's like, well, no, we brought in these people that were very successful at starting this, and so then we're going to bring them in, and they're going to run this brewery. And so they're running it not like a brewery. They're running it like some other kind of company that it's completely normal not to share your intellectual property or your proprietary whatever. That's the way most places do it, and that's just not the way beer grew to what it is. No, I should clarify that. That is the way beer grew to what it is. It is not the way craft beer grew to what it is.
Fair point. Fair point. 2 other notes on episode 99 of Blake's Craft Beer Podcast, and then we'll move on from there. They talked about navigating price changes from just tariffs, general costs of absolutely everything, and how eventually it does lead to price increases for the consumer because they can only absorb so much of that internally before it's either the cost of a pint has to go up or we close our doors. And then they also talked about their predictions for 2026. Is the group optimistic about how craft beer and Cincinnati craft beer will navigate through 2026? So check out this episode and see what they think. All right, we have 2 more shows to talk about, Cincy Bird Ads and the Weekly Pint.
Cincy Bird Ads!
Before we do that, I don't think you guys are going to be able to hear this at all.
Oh, yeah, we hear it.
Do you hear it? Oh, shit. Because I know that sometimes when there are call-ins, you can't hear that. It's so fucking loud.
It's very loud.
It is the Truth, Beer, and Consequences NFL Deathmatch Challenge. It is week 17 already.
It was almost a good week last week too. You guys both almost lost.
Yeah. I was kind of thinking the same thing. We don't need to go over points because, again, this is fun. Points don't matter. There are no winners or losers in this game. It's great. It's fantastic. The order for this week is Marco, myself, and then Gnome. So, Marco, who are you picking for week 17?
So, the only show prep that I did
was for this.
Jaguars.
All right.
Ooh, yeah. Okay.
All right.
Jaguars versus Colts. Old Man Rivers. Look, I like that somebody 3 years younger than me is throwing passes in the NFL. But the team is just they're not
holding together well at the end of the season.
And the other thing is that the Jaguars beat Denver, which Denver, in my opinion, I know they've been a great team all year long. I always thought Denver was sort of a fraud. And Jacksonville beat the doors off of them. I hope this isn't like a low-key trap game.
One way to find out.
I'm gonna pick Jacksonville because it's the highest spread of all the ones that I would want to pick in this challenge. So.
All right. That is fair. For week 17, I'm doing it. I'm going Houday. Bengals over the Cardinals.
Shit, you took my pick. This was going to be my week to take them too.
That's a good one.
Well, you already picked them though, didn't you? No, Marco
did.
Marco did. That's right. Yeah. I was like, no, one person has already picked them. I think this is one of the first weeks in the season that someone's pick has been directly stolen before they can make their pick.
No, I've had a couple that were taken.
Oh, you just didn't let us know. All right.
I just didn't tell you. In
Nice
fact,
strategy.
this week, my number 1 pick was taken by you.
Sorry.
My number 2 pick was taken by Marco. So I have to go to my 3rd pick, which this may be the first week that I've had to go to my 3rd pick.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
And I'm going to go with the Bucks.
All right. All right. I have all that down. I will mark that on the spreadsheet. And I'm going to actually turn the music volume down this time to play out.
There we go. That's much more pleasant.
Yeah. Well, but before I was moving the wrong slider. I'm like, why isn't the volume changing?
Yeah.
Oh, because I'm a dumbass. That is the picks for week 17 of the Truth, Beer, and Consequences NFL Deathmatch Challenge.
Deathmatch Challenge.
One more week
Man,
to go of the regular
so
season.
Close to the. Oh man.
And then we switch to postseason. The Bucks.
Bucks.
Yep.
So each of you owe me a 6-pack after this week.
No,
Not necessarily.
I think we were playing by golf rules, so lowest score wins.
There is a chance that we could also tie.
True.
That is still
exist.
We will see.
I don't know what happens then. I don't know if we just buy each other six packs.
Or you could pay up, I mean, for whoever wins, you could pay what you paid last year.
That is true. That is absolutely true. All right, 2 more shows to talk about tonight. Do you guys want to move on to the Weekly Pint or Cincy Brewdads?
Cincy Brewdads.
Cincy Brewdads.
Cincy Brewdads. All right, as I flip my notebook to that page, Cincy Brewdads, a special brewery series, Samuel Adams from the Tap, episode 13, part 4. This is the conclusion of their 4-part Sam Adams series. And it was on Utopia's Day and on the 7th anniversary of the Cincinnati Tap Room. They were back.
These guys have been staying there for back.
Yeah, since what did it say?
These guys have been at
almost 2. October 25th, I think, is when they filmed the very first episode. Let's see.
I think they're just sponsored by Sam Adams now. Just every episode is going to be about Sam Adams.
Good for them. Absolutely.
How are we not sponsored by Sam Adams?
We've been over this.
Because you have to do a 40-part miniseries about Sam Adams to get sponsored by Sam Adams.
Fine.
A commercial from Morgan Freeman is not good enough.
When it comes to tea, I like mine twisted.
God damn it.
Hello.
How's that?
Ooh, here we go.
Morgan Freeman.
In like 2 minutes, you're going to have a case of Twisted Tea just show up on your doorstep for that. Just boom. Exactly. They know.
And when it comes to tea, there's only one tea that Morgan Freeman approves. It is Twisted Tea. I played God in the movie, and God would only have Twisted Tea. And so Samuel Twisted Tea.
Love
Delicious.
it. Love it. This was, I think, one of the first actual cheers, glasses clinking, that we have ever seen on a Cincy Brewdads episode. And it was with Utopias. I think that was well deserved.
Is that an actual fact?
I think so.
Okay.
I haven't rewatched every single one of their other episodes, but
they don't clink.
They don't clink.
They're not clinkers.
No. Or if it is, it's incredibly few and far between.
Is that a religious thing or like a cleanliness thing? Or
no, I think what it is, they started having beers during COVID.
Yeah, so
and
they just don't know how to do it.
Exactly. Like they have to. They're still in that 6 foot apart thing. Yeah.
Let me ask you: did they was this discovering the clink? Like they accidentally touched them and oh, this feels good.
Yeah,
they did kind of look surprised. Okay. Yeah, they did kind of look surprised. Like, oh, okay, this actually happened. Yeah, it was great.
We should come up with a word that we say when we do this. Cheers. Yeah, something like that. Okay.
Is Utopias the ultimate danger beer?
No.
I've got thoughts.
Okay. What are your thoughts?
No,
I think
first
you
of
know
all,
exactly how
you know
dangerous that beer
exactly
is.
what it is. You know it.
But what they classify as a danger beer is it doesn't taste as boozy as the ABV represents.
Yes, but so
could you
okay,
so from that argument side,
they
could-
also like, and this is not the same content, but when they made one of their the Beervent videos,
Mm-hmm.
they were drinking Brewer's Breakfast, and they were like, "This is a danger beer because it's 12%.
Oh,
this
yeah,
is a 12% beer, and it doesn't taste like it's 12%." And that beer wasn't 12%.
no.
It was 7%. So
Yeah. Well, Grainworks
I
actually
think-
commented on that video. They're like, actually,
Oh, did
it's-
they?
Yeah, and they're like, oh shoot, I guess we shouldn't have relied on like I think they saw it on Untapped or something like that. And
Yeah, I
Grainworks was
commented
like,
on,
yeah, we
on
probably
one of
shouldn't
them,
be.
and so
Like, oh, that's not quite right. Let's see. How many special units did they each give Utopias? So they came up with a new form of measurement. The special
that
unit.
was my nickname in high school.
Special,
Special unit.
Special unit.
Very nice.
I love it.
Yes.
I'm gonna get you a T-shirt with that on it. Special.
I don't know if the thud came across for the podcast.
No,
audience.
it didn't.
The
whole table shook. But
reveal a thud.
here, let me get the thud mic set up here. Here it is, right off the
Oh, are we?
camera.
Okay.
You guys, yeah, here we go. All right, hang on, get that here, and then we'll. Oh no, it's not. Oh shit, it's not plugged in. Hang on,
Hey,
got to get my
That-
thud
that-
cable.
Gotta get my special unit plugged
Okay,
in.
here's the cable for the thud mic.
Oh my goodness.
All right, we're gonna
Marco,
plug
do we
that
have a
in.
thud mic? I don't think we have a thud mic. Should we
Okay.
buy? Should we
Ooh.
buy a thud
Ooh.
mic?
Not at home.
Ooh.
not at home.
All right, you guys ready for this?
I don't know if I
Yeah.
am.
In high school, they called me special unit.
There we go. Oh yeah.
There we go.
Oh my
Excellent.
god, I love it. Let's
Bye,
wrap.
guys.
Let's finish up this recap of Cincy Brew Dads and then get to the weekly pint before things
Cincy Brew
get
Dads.
too crazy off track. They also had the Imperial Cream Stoutopias. It is majestic,
cream.
according to them. Could they tell that it was aged in Utopia's barrels or not? That was a big question. And I think this was their very first video fight about if this was a danger beer or not. You watch
This is
you watch the collapse
This
of the
is-
Cincy Brew Dads like in real time
Yeah.
in this video.
This
It was
is a
intense.
verbal altercation.
It was. It was. And I don't know. I guess that means that since they live at Sam Adams now, if one of them will be sleeping on one side of the tap room and the other on the other side instead of like across from
Maybe.
each other on those couches. But
And instead of spooning,
it was.
I could sleep on those couches and be very
I
happy.
could too. I could too. Absolutely.
they're wonderful couch.
Wonderful
Wonderful.
couches, and that cream Stoutopia is freaking wonderful beer. All right, time for
Okay.
the sip count for this episode of Cincy Brudettes. Ryan took 25 sips.
Okay, Ryan, very good.
Okay.
Matt took 28.
Ooh.
Matt won this round
Ah,
by 3
He put
sips.
on the table.
And that means in this episode there were 53 total sips, or per our drinking game, 106 ounces, which is 6.625 pints in a 15-minute episode. No, it is not possible. No, we're not doing it right now.
We're not
Speak
doing
for
it right now.
yourself.
Speak-
We're not doing it right now.
I'm out. I need a beer.
All right. Does that mean are
Hey,
we
we're good here.
are we taking
We're good here.
a break?
No,
Yeah, we
we're
gotta take a
good.
break. I need a beer.
All right.
Yeah, let's-
We'll be
All right, we'll
right
take a break.
How is this going to work? I don't know. We'll just do,
No, what'll happen is we'll take a break.
Same
and
way it always
some
works.
we just walk away from the camera.
Yeah.
All right. All right. We'll be right back.
All right.
We are
Bah.
back. Ooh, that didn't work.
Back.
There we go. Marco, do you have anything new in your glass?
Same beer.
All right. I'm still working
Same beer.
on my Spite and Malice. Gnome.
Yeah. High grain West Coast IPA.
Excellent.
I went with Double Party from my light's red now because I
It
changed
is.
it to match the pink. Hang on.
So now we can't
that
see
here.
anything.
Hang on. It's got all these different colors we can do. We got to find. Oh, that's
Ooh,
flash.
there we
Okay,
go.
there it is.
Strobe.
Double Party from Swine City.
Nice.
It's been hanging out in the fridge and figured Tonight was a good night.
Tonight was the night. All right, sounds good. Well, we have the weekly pint left to talk about. Almost said it wrong, but since we can't actually cheers, I don't know if that's proper to do so.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, so we'll let it slide for this week. Episode 293. Merry Christmas! I probably got you a late podcast. You did?
Not probably. I did.
You did.
I did. I did.
But you posted like, hey, guys, this is probably going to be not on time. Because family comes first, which is why we're doing remote stuff today. So it's all good. It is all good. The schnappening was, again, voltage peppermint schnapps because that's what you drink during the holiday season.
Yeah, 'tis the season.
Absolutely. And that is such a damn good schnapps.
Oh, it's delicious.
It is ridiculously good. You talked about the arrangement that your family has made with Santa for trying to make sure he can still show up at your house, even though your like family arrangements as far as whose parents' house and grandparents and everything else sometimes has impacted Santa's ability to show up on Christmas Eve for Christmas Day.
It doesn't affect
How the hell
him.
do you
It
negotiate
affects
that?
us.
Well,
You just write a letter.
right, but okay.
He's pretty easy going.
Okay. I bet he probably likes knowing that there are at least a few houses that he already has off the table for the next night. Like, these guys are already done. I'm good. But man, I didn't realize he could just write a letter to Santa with a request like that. And that's awesome.
Yeah.
That is freaking
Try
awesome.
it. Try it next year.
I think I will. Do it. You drank the Beervent beer for the day. Did you love it? Did you hate it? Did you only love it when you added a hard liquor to it?
Yes.
All good questions.
All of those things.
And all the reason that you should just watch the video on demand for this. Mm-hmm. Yeah. It was one I still have in my fridge, actually. So that might be either my next beer tonight, or I might drink that in the morning. I don't know. I'll figure something out. I'll drink it at some point. Let's see. What else do we have for this? It wasn't a very long episode just because, again, started late. You still had other stuff that you needed to get done for the evening in preparation for the holiday season. Get your tickets to the Gnarly Gnomes Beer dinner at Gilligan's.
The greatest.
The greatest.
Correct.
Beer.
The greatest. The Gnarly Gnomes greatest.
Greatest
beer dinner at Gilligan's.
Gilligan's.
Have they finalized the menu yet, or is that still something in process?
No,
okay.
it's close.
Okay.
I think we have. We're close. I think we've got it in pencil. It'll be out soon.
I should have written this down, but I believe it's on January 15th.
That sounds right.
That sounds about right. Check out either Gnome's social media posts or Gilligan's social media posts for your way to buy tickets and to just stay up to date on when they finalize the menu and release that. Cool. Sounds awesome. Gotta kind of wait for the menu release and then
we made a special beer for it.
Yeah, and
I'm so excited.
I think it's going to be spectacular. You actually open up another beer after your Beervent and hard liquor cuvee of maybe disaster, maybe improvement. Again, watch to find out. It was very entertaining either way. And the only reason that you opened a second beer was to test out the draft top. Or not test it out, but to...
Science.
Yeah, to do science. You've used it before, you're doing that.
So,
yeah.
Does this thing work to actual perfection more than not?
Yes.
Or less than not?
Yeah, and so, no, it does work more... You've got to figure it out.
Yeah, there's a learning curve to it.
There's definitely a learning curve to it. But no, once you figure it out, it works more often than it doesn't work. Mm-hmm. Let's go see if I have a can in here that I could crack open, but I don't think
I actually think this is a very useful tool.
I agree.
Yeah, I think there's certain environments that it would be perfect for.
Any venue that is trying to eat, if you're going to serve a can, pop that top off and, not waste, let's say, a plastic cup. Mm-hmm. And a plastic cup it's not nothing. like buying plastic cups is a pretty big expense. So, but the problem is, I agree with Gnome. The experience is different because you pour a beer into a cup and you get the foam, you get the froth, you get the whole experience.
Right. Well, some of the venues will pop the can and then pour it into a plastic cup. Other venues just open it for you and hand you the can. For those venues that hand you the can, they just open it for you. A draft top wouldn't make any sense. Even whatever the commercial grade is, that probably works a lot faster than this. But if it's an establishment where you're pouring into a different vessel, again, you are missing the head. You are missing some of that experience.
Correct.
But it cuts back on other waste, other expense, that type of thing. So I think that there are certain times when using this, again, if you're going camping and you don't want to bring along extra plastic cups for your beer, but you just do, for whatever reason, you just do not want to drink that beer out of a can, cool, perfect. There you go.
Right.
Is it for every situation? No, but it's fun. You know what I mean? It's
my question is like, do I enjoy drinking it out of a draft-topped can more than I enjoy just opening the can and drinking it like that? And that's what I can't figure out. Correct. I'm not sure which way I prefer.
Okay.
Correct.
And I keep going back and forth. I'm going to open one.
I would agree with that assessment.
Let's see if we can do it, Marco, because you questioned if it works more often than not, and we're going to see. This is Evil Twin and Trillium, a collaboration. It's also 14.15%.
I feel like that's one that you should be sharing with someone.
It's fine. Whatever. I have a feeling we're going to be up late tonight wrapping more things. All right, so you've got to open it just a little bit. You can't actually open it, though, I've discovered. Well, you can. You just got to get the little tab just enough.
Up a bit, because if you release that pressure inside, then the can does flex as you're... That was a weird hand motion that I did. As you're trying to... you're trying to draft top it.
Can you see this, Marco? You got to get the little tab over...
that notch
onto this little guy.
Okay.
And then we pop the top right here. Now we've pierced something. I don't know what. And then we just twist. And then you'll hear a little snap when it's done. Right there. It's done. Now here's the trick. You got to put your finger in here and you got to grab the little tab or else it'll fall right back in.
Yeah.
And then you're good. Most of the time works every time.
Last note that I had on the Weekly Pint, which again, I want to open it up to both of you if you have anything additional. Follow the Cincy Drinks social media accounts.
Yeah.
Is there a newsletter on the website cincydrinks.com?
No,
just links to the social media accounts.
Yeah.
Okay. Follow all of that. That is where you will get as much information as you can about the magazine that the Gnarly Gnome is putting out as it comes closer and closer to publication. Again, sign up for his Patreon because that way you will automatically get a copy depending on your level of Patreon-ness, either digital or print.
Unless you're free. Free people, you're not going to get it. You got to upgrade.
You get nothing and you're going to like it. Yeah, upgrade. Yeah. Pay the man. He's giving you like so much freaking amazing stuff about Cincy beer. Give him a few bucks a month. Seriously, do it. And those are all the notes that I had, other than the sniff and sip count, unless either of you had anything else you want to talk about for the Weekly Pint. What are you eating, Marco? I need to know.
Dicks. Shoving dicks in his face.
No, actually, I wish they were dicks. They're just Lays.
Oh, that's lame.
He's getting laid instead of getting dicked. No. No. All right. In this 40-minute Weekly Pint episode, the show that is not a show, there were 14 sniffs of the Schnapps, of the Beervent beer, of the Beervent beer with added liquor, and of your topped, whatever, beer as well.
Draft topped.
There we go. I like it. And then the number of sips, 10. You took bigger sips of a lot of the other beers just to try to get through what you were doing. So that's fine. It was late. It was only 40 minutes, so that's 24 countables, or 48 ounces, or an entire 3 pints, which I think actually almost works out if you count the
math adds
schnapps
up.
and the yeah. So I think we were actually pretty on target with this one. Good
I do my
job.
best.
And we appreciate that. Those are all the shows and all the notes that we have for this. Well, as you're hearing it, post-Christmas episode. Actually, Patreon members will be listening to this on Christmas Day.
Nice.
Everyone else will be listening to it the day after Christmas. Hopefully you all
Hell
had
yeah.
an absolutely wonderful holiday, regardless of what you celebrate. Hopefully the last couple days, the last week has been wonderful for you. And next time that you hear from us, it's going to be 2026. We're still going to record in
That's
2025,
wild.
but it's going to be
Yeah.
2026, which is absolutely insane. I don't think that we... No, actually, I think we did manage to get a video a quarter. So we actually met our 2025 goal. We put out some video content for Patreon members to give them some extra content. So we hit that goal.
Yeah.
I think 2025 was a pretty damn good year for Truth, Beer, and Consequences.
My goal was to do at least 2 podcasts with pants on, and I hit that. I
Okay,
did
good, good.
Exactly 2 episodes
Two over the
with
whole
pants
year.
on.
Yeah, okay.
All right.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
My only issue with that...
That wasn't a requirement today.
No,
right?
it was just no.
But I
Okay.
just
Hope not.
think that those 2 episodes were wasted on the weekly pint. I mean, you're home. I think you probably should have put pants on when you actually
No,
were out.
One is as eagle-eyed viewers would notice would be the Christmas episode of Truth Beer Pod. You can see that I'm wearing pants.
That's true. That is very true. Yeah, we'll have to switch up the camera angle next year.
Yeah,
That way people
the
will
cheek
have
cam.
to. Yeah. Before I go through the outro, Gnome, thank you as always for another year of incredible just content that you've done, friendship for us, mentorship, helping us with our show.
Oh, thank
providing
you
our
guys
show
for what
with
you do.
so much laughter. I mean,
Thank you.
my God,
Thank
it's
you.
fantastic.
Thank you.
Marco, you are the best co-host of any podcast out there. You're better than Brett, better than Mike. Gnome really doesn't have co-hosts on his show, so it doesn't count. Thank you for doing all that
Schnapps
you
is
do.
my co-host.
Yes, and thank you to Schnapps for getting Gnome through those hard recording sessions on
you.
shows
Yes.
that are not shows. It's been wonderful. I hope that you guys have the absolute best holiday because, again, when we're talking, it's still before Christmas. So I wish you all the very best. Your families the very best.
I gotta say thank you. Love you, Julia. Love you, Gnome. And this has been a fantastic journey, and we're gonna keep doing it. And I love that. And yeah,
And we're
thank
still
you
not going to
to
miss a
all of you.
week.
No, we're not. And thank you to all of you who listen. Yeah, we'll see you next week.
Hell yeah.
All right. If you like what we've done, be sure to do all the things you know to do, like subscribe, review, share, everything. Go to truthbeerpod.com for links to all of our stuff, including our Patreon, where you not only get the episodes a day early, but you also get them unedited. The only things that I'll cut out are silences when we take breaks. Other than that, you get all the chaos, all the behind-the-scenes conversations. You see how the show actually comes together, which is kind of surprising that it actually does come together some days. It's great. I love it. And be sure to support all the content creators that not only we talk about, from the Gnarly Gnome, Cincy Bird Dads, Barstool Perspective, and Brew Skies Happy Hour, Craft Parenting Podcast, Blake's Craft Beer Podcast. Everybody out there, support the content that you enjoy by subscribing, by listening, by telling other people about it. And also even our non-Cincinnati based friends, such as Half-Ass Beer Review. He's been insanely busy this holiday season, but he puts out great beer reviews. And now that he's getting more Cincinnati beers more frequently, there will be more of his content that we hopefully will get a chance to mention. Banter and Babble for all of just amazing pop culture and gaming and nerdism talk, and 7 Dungeons for all your Dungeons and Dragons need. They are getting ready to wrap up their current campaign in early 2026, and I will kill Drassen if he kills one more of the party members on that show, because I get way too emotionally invested in nonsense, basically. is what that boils down to. So thank you to everyone. Most of that made no sense to anyone except for the three of us and to the people that I just mentioned. Hopefully you all have a wonderful holiday season. And Gnome, Marco, what do you think you guys are going to be doing next Tuesday? I don't know how we're going to choose.
I have no idea.
We'll figure it out. Cheers.
We'll get together.
Cheers,
Yeah,
everybody.
I think the plan is to get together.
Indeed. Indeed. We'll see you guys later.